WTTW News has found that Aurora Mayor and Republican gubernatorial candidate Richard Irvin's ex-wife was hired by a company that's part of a project getting up to $15 million in Aurora City incentives. The project involves several politically connected companies and individuals. It's just the latest in a series of WTTW News stories showing companies getting city incentives and contracts and donating big to funds tied to Irvin and his former law partner. Irvin is backed by the state's wealthiest resident, Ken Griffin. WTTW News reporter Nick Blumberg and I have been covering this story, and Nick joins us now. And Nick, before I throw it over to you, let's set this up for viewers a little bit. So Crystal Rollins is Irvin's ex-wife. She was hired recently as Director of Business Development and Strategy for JTE Real Estate Services. That company is one of several working on the $128 million redevelopment of the former Copley Hospital in Aurora. Now, the plans call for a mixed-use site, including housing for seniors and people with disabilities. Aurora's City Council and Mayor Irvin approved giving this property to this group of developers, as well as $15 million in total incentives from the city, and as much as 80% of new tax revenue generated by a new TIF district. Now, this all follows WTTW's two previous investigations into a pattern of contracts and incentives awarded to companies and individuals that gave big money to Irvin's mayoral campaign, a political action committee run by his former campaign chairman, Dennis Cook, and the campaign of his former private practice law partner, Brittany Pedersen, who is running for judge in Kane County. Now, Rollins and Irvin were married when the City Council approved this deal in 2019. Court records in DuPage County show their divorce was finalized in December of last year. Now, Nick, tell us about her role in this project.
Well, Paris, the company says Rollins is not working on the Copley project. Through a spokesperson, JTE's CEO, a longtime ally of Richard Irvin and his former campaign treasurer, he told us that Rollins started in mid-March and has had no role in their Aurora-based project. All the current projects on the company's website are in Aurora, though it also says that it is working to open a restaurant in Naperville. Now, as for the Copley redevelopment, Irvin's campaign defended that project. In a statement, his spokesperson said it was unanimously approved by Aurora's City Council and that it's going to be a job creator. Quote, Mayor Irvin is proud of the city's accomplishment in turning an asbestos-ridden eyesore into a $130 million development that includes an educational service center and housing for seniors and individuals with intellectual, cognitive, or developmental disabilities.
And Nick, one of the things we found when looking into this is the sheer web of politically connected companies that are working on this Copley Hospital project, and the amounts that some of these companies and individuals donated to Irvin-related campaigns. So unpack this web for us.
That's right, Paris. We can start with JTE's CEO, Michael Poulakidis. He also works in real estate and development and has a law office, as well as several bars and restaurants in Aurora, along with his business partner, Ron Werman, who was elected to the Aurora City Council last year. Now, Werman's brother, Russell, owns a construction company. He and Poulakidis also worked to overhaul a vacant downtown property. They got $1 million in incentives from the city, as well as up to 80% of new tax revenue from a TIF district. Both Wermans are also part of the Copley Hospital project. Now, all told, the Wermans, Poulakidis, and businesses tied to them and Copley donated more than $66,000 to Irvin's mayoral campaign. They gave $35,000 to the Build Our Future PAC run by Irvin's former mayoral campaign manager. And they gave more than $22,000 to Irvin's former private practice law partner, Brittany Pedersen. She's running for Kane County judge as a Democrat. Now, as you mentioned, those are the same three funds that, as you and I have reported, several other developers getting work and incentives from the city have also donated to. Now, Irvin is so far the chosen candidate of Ken Griffin, who, as you mentioned, is Illinois' richest man. And Paris, Griffin's had some choice words about big government incentives in the past, has he not?
He has, Nick, and Griffin has, as we remind viewers, has donated $20 million to Irvin's gubernatorial campaign. He has issued statements promising that Irvin is the guy to clean up waste and corruption and profligate spending in Springfield. We did unearth statements that Griffin made in the past blasting these kinds of government incentives to private companies, calling it, quote, cronyism. Now, We did hear some reaction from Irvin's GOP primary opponents, from Darren Bailey, quote, "Illinoisans deserve better than a lying, self-serving insider who steals from working families and gives to the elites," end quote. From another opponent, Jesse Sullivan, he said, quote, "It's becoming increasingly clear that the mayor showered millions of taxpayer dollars on his friends, family members, and major donors for years, and his excuse is similar to the one we heard from Michael Madigan for decades, quote, trust me." And then Gary Rabine said, quote, "Illinois simply can't afford to elect a what's in it for me politician as governor." We need to be very clear, Nick, through our reporting, we have not found evidence of illegality, but we did talk to good government groups that say this kind of activity does erode trust in government, makes it seem like it's an insider game. And tell us about some of that reaction we got.
That's right. I mean, campaign finance reform advocates, good government types, they say that is exactly the issue, that in Illinois, this sort of thing can be fairly common, even though it's not illegal. There are certain places like the city of Chicago that put limits on how much people doing business with a municipality can donate. That's not the case here. But that's really the question for some of these folks who are troubled by this, that there's the appearance of pay to play, even if there is nothing illegal, which is the case here.
All right, a lot of scrutiny here on these candidates. And Nick Blumberg, thanks very much.
Thank you.
And you can read our full stories on our website. That's at WTTW.com/news.